Alright, what is going on, Avengers? I think we are live, we are hot. Alright, so today I wanted to do a stream. This week has been a little weird for me, so yeah, I'm just going to kind of stream what has been going on. Dev stream, Kate Bishop War Table. I'm just going to be chatting about it.
Gosh! Hey there, Avenger!
Yeah, and just going over just some things that has been happening. I'm pretty excited about most of... Okay. What? Oh, that's for level 50, yeah?
Oh, darn. Maybe next
Yeah,
time?
just see if somebody wants to get in. I'm going to be starting off with some hives, and then maybe we can start to play with some viewers or something like that. Yo, official, what is up, buddy? How's the weekend started? How's your Friday?
Avenger.
And once I start getting into the hive, I'll start chatting a little bit more about the dev stream, just some stuff that I took away. They actually streamed with another Marvel Avengers content creator, Lejeune. I've seen some of his builds. He seems like a pretty cool dude, pretty good guy. So I feel like it was a good, good choice for them to make. It's going great, man. How about you? Pretty good. I had like a weird week, like I said, so that's kind of why I'm streaming instead of like making a little 7-minute video. I feel like there's quite a bit to talk about, so streams give me the opportunity to, just kind of ramble on about some stuff that I wouldn't normally want to say in a video or whatever. Okay, where are we going? No. Mega Hive, Mega Hive. Been playing Hulk for the past like 3 weeks. Having a pretty good time with Hulk. I feel like probably like a few days ago, I just kind of really dialed in on how I want to play him and stuff. Before we go into this, we'll go into builds. That's another thing like I want to talk about. Builds, characters, how to play as them. Everybody's got their own play style, but there's a bunch of different ways you can do that stuff. Really excited for the Hawkeye Dlc Future and Perfect. Ooh, man, I feel like that gets talked about almost more than Kate Bishop. I feel like Kate Bishop was one of those things where it was like, yeah, we expected this, so it's no surprise to see this, but although it's very cool to see it, and it was, like, I literally, all my feelings about it being questionable kind of went out the window. I don't know why. Like, I mean, I already like the game, so, in that regard, it doesn't really matter whether I like it or not, but I was just like, alright, that's cool. But yeah, I think as the fans mostly like seeing Hawkeye, seeing Maestro Hulk, whoo, Black Panther's helmet, you got all those like little Easter eggs and stuff in there. Very cool stuff, man. Very cool stuff. Okay, so I'm going to go over my build real quick. I kind of jump in between. I've been jumping in between one like lightweight attack and one heavy attack with this. So let me just get on. See, they need to fix that too. I also want to go through, like, as I play, little things that I want to touch on, little nitpicks as well. Okay, so the lightweight invulnerability, I just got to finish my lightweight combo, my square, and I'll get a vulnerability buff somewhere in the between there, about 10%. Okay, and it finishes off with a gamma burst, and then 12.5 increased stun damage. So, like, my lightweight combo finishers are, like, my money makers right now. I should get the invulnerability buff, which in turn will make my power combos not get interrupted, or me not get interrupted so often. And the gamma correlates with... I have a sheet of paper, but I do not want to go get it. I have my notes on the battery effects. And then with my range, I got, some of that cosmic splash on there. 33.6 chance hitting an enemy with range critical as a damage buff. I don't really get that too often because I don't really... Like, I'll only throw stuff at turrets and stuff. And just, that should be the Iron Man and Black Widows. But, hey, I'm not playing them, so I... and then Expert Invulnerability. No, that's not it. Thank you, though. Enemy with range critical attacks. Another invulnerability buff. So, it's like, depending on how much I'm throwing, I'll throw heavy debris quite often. Right here, I'm still playing with these things. I'm not quite sure. Obviously, you've seen I haven't leveled them up to 140, so that's a whole other thing. Okay, so you've been playing with Hulk official? Since maxed out Cap? Yeah, I played as Cap too. And I played him for like 3 weeks before this. And like I have a whole like story about Cap, but we won't even get into it. And I just remember playing him and not knowing what I was doing at the time. That was the character where I was like leveling up every single gear piece, whether it was like level 40 or level 90 or level 120, and I was just wasting so many resources, man. And I was just like, ugh, what am I doing? And then, you know, you see other people play on the internet, and you're like, okay, I'm picking up what they're putting down. So yeah, anyways, as far as my like damage goes, that's kind of what I rock with. These pieces I use more so, or especially this piece is more so like just in case if I get really damaged or really messed up, like this 57.2 chance when critically injured gives me a defense buff. All right, good. If I have a parry incoming attack, another defense buff. Okay, I parry quite a bit. I feel like Hulk is an R2 machine with that gamma pulse. And then the gamma resistance pretty much makes me be able to go toe to toe with Abomination, like with no issues at all. Some issues, but you know, it gives me that extra D. And then just more damage buff stuff, chance of hitting an enemy. Okay, increased stun damage from light combos. Like I said again, my light combo finishers are my monies, my money makers. Defeat 3 enemies in rapid succession to get defense buff. Okay, like I feel like this is good. Obviously, that's why I haven't committed entirely yet, but it is what it is. But my Hulk's good. Let's go and start this mission up. While we wait, I'll get into some of the topics that the dev stream had. Yeah, Lejeune, good dude, man. Good builds. He's got stuff. Okay, so not much longer for the gameplay or the campaign replay. Oh, shit, my headphones are loud.
Our best chance for success will be to have Avengers ready to step
Yeah, they
in
were
should a
specifically
teammate
stating not
become
much longer for the replay
incapacitated.
on the campaign. The PlayStation 4 patch, the patch that actually came out today, is like not working for some PlayStation 4 players, myself included. They were saying on the stream that it is a regional thing, so I think that's a Sony issue. So it was a regional thing, and I guess the United States wasn't in that region, so I have no idea. I'm sure we'll be getting a Maestro Hulk outfit since it's been leaked a while back.
Uploading the
But if
entrance's
they should beat
coordinates
Maestro
to
in
your
order to
HUD.
get his outfit, that would be sick. Yes, that would be sick. That would be awesome. So, I don't know, Official, if you know about the dude Miller on Twitter, or he's like the data miner for this game. And he was like, okay, so because he knows so much information, I like caught this vibe today. That dude gives off a lot of news. Like most of the news that you're going to see is coming right. Okay, so you do, right. Most of the news you get is probably coming from him. But at the same time, I feel like he knows what kind of position he's in within the community. And sometimes I feel like he throws some crazy stuff out there just to kind of throw people off. I'm not sure about that though, but I went onto his notes and whatever website that like he allowed people to get a hold of, and I saw a bunch of new icons. A new icon of a dog, Kate Bishop icons. I believe they're Hawkeye, maybe Kate Bishop. They're maybe Kate Bishop, but it's that the arrow quiver thing, and yeah, like you could tell that this game has a future, no doubt about it. I remember when this game first came out. Yeah, he has posted so many leaks, man. So many leaks. And I think he got kind of, not in trouble, but kind of, you know, hit, like the developers kind of gave him a little, hey man, you're like giving all our secrets away, kind of talk or whatever. And so I think he kind of like started, like he streams on Twitch, and I checked out some of his streams, and he was like reading the prequel comic, which was pretty cool, and he started talking about some stuff, but he was very timid to be talking about certain things. He was willing to talk about certain things, but anyways, going back to Miller and the Maestro Hulk thing, this is one of those things where it's like it could be whatever it could be, but it's a good point to make it all questionable. That it might be another character than what we're used to, like in the comics or something. Personally, I'm not really familiar with Maestro Hulk. I just know that he's like one of the stronger versions of Hulk. Okay, little dudes. And it's like the storyline is like apocalyptic and stuff like that. So like nuclear war, and you know, Hulk basically takes over Bruce Banner, and then there's some dude named Maestro who like controls the humans, and Hulk just ain't having that, and I guess he takes his place basically, and that's why they call him Maestro Hulk. So it's more like a title than like a person or whatever. And then I guess he gets just so like tired of, you know, being in charge of like shitty humans that he just becomes like, you know, all his bad personality traits like stick out more. And then that's why he's stronger anyway. Kind of like the Gohan Super Saiyan 2 emotion thing. Like, oh, you're half human. Or whatever. You have like, you have I don't give a shit emotions. Harry McKenzie, what's up, man? I'm familiar with Maestro. Why don't you spit a little knowledge? That was just like some like brief knowledge I read up. So if you know like anything that I missed on, like by all means, please share the love, man. I think for the Hawkeye DLC, it'd be cool if they added Old Man Logan, since that's Old Man Hawkeye. Yes, and it would make sense if they did that. So okay, I saw a lot of people today in that dev stream talking about Wolverine. I've had a conversation with my buddies where they were like, dude, they should release Wolverine just for Xbox, and I was like, that would be cold-blooded. That's how you do it, man. Release Wolverine for Xbox, and Wolverine, dude, just base his moves off of that one game that he had with Hugh Jackman, like the movie game. That game was awesome, by the way. Or whatever, you know, they don't have to base it off of anything really, but where are these little dudes at? But yeah, Wolverine in this game, I feel like would fit. Ooh, like a glove.
All elevators have been accessed.
A little bit of bugs there still. It's a little, you know, it's got some things. Alright. Yes, and that's why I say only for Xbox, Nicholas Hall, because, you know, PlayStation gets Spider-Man. You know, Xbox gets Wolverine. It makes sense because he's an X-Man. He's the X-Man or whatever. What? So yeah, I think that would be cool. Yes. I think that would be cool. I love these dialogue pieces in the elevators. Yeah, so PS4 patch, not even out yet. I literally just tried to check it before the stream. Nothing. Okay, so cloning labs. So the testers were trying to break it. They were trying to figure out like good ways to break the cloning labs for bugs and stuff. And Phil was saying that they're finding some unique ways to break it, and they just want to dial down on it. And it's one of the more complex things that they're working on because of how many phases or like puzzles. You got puzzles, you got fighting, and just the way I guess the level is built. So they want to make sure that that comes out real clean. We'll push into this next room and I'll touch on the next topic. Yeah, you didn't get it either, official?
These enemies must be defeated.
Quick Draw, what's up? Do you think Spider-Man might end up being time exclusive? I saw that conversation being had a lot on Reddit earlier. I mean, personally, like, I don't really care about PlayStation or Xbox type of stuff, you know, but I think it would be cool if it was only a timed exclusive and then came back later. That would, like, extend the play time for players over there on Xbox, you know? And then it would give, like, those however many months that you had playing as Spider-Man as a PlayStation 4 player, build up the hype, like, oh, yeah, he's good, or whatever. Spider-Man is an interesting character to me, but I think Black Panther is going to be one of my favorite characters to play as if they make him how I expect. Speaking of expectations, guys, I feel like that's why the Marvel's Avengers game is kind of in the spot that it's in whenever people talk about it in general. Besides the dev stuff or whatever, like, what were people's expectations of this game? How did they think it was going to play? I don't know. I didn't know. I was just, like, excited for it. Because I have a podcast on the weekends, and I was talking to some guy, and he was saying that he just didn't feel strong as the Hulk, and, like, he just didn't feel that way. And I'm like, okay. I mean, I play as Hulk main, so he was, like, touching on stuff that, you know, was talking to me and stuff. I feel strong as Hulk, but I wonder if he made it to level 50. I wonder if he understands the R2 like counters and stuff, because that's when you feel like Hulk, is when you're just gamma bursting and pulsing like energy. It's like Doomsday off of Batman vs Superman. And like I feel that, so yeah, it's very cool. I do feel strong as Hulk. A little slow, but strong. Either way, if Wolverine came to Xbox, take my money. Heard that. He's okay. We're talking about Maestro Hulk, I'm assuming, Harry. He's basically amped up Hulk from all the the excessive nuclear war gamma radiation, which drives him crazy and merges Bruce and Hulk's personality. His base strength is a bit higher than Savage Hulk's. Oh, that is awesome. Oh my God. It's doing a lot better now since they have the War Table and they tease Hawkeye DLC, but I think more people are excited for the Hawkeye DLC. Yes, I concur with that. Whoa, buddy. That's okay, I went down. Reading comments, that's the thing about streaming. You know what I'm saying? Oh, while we're at it, we'll move on to the next thing. Oh yeah, the ping system. Pretty much, it's in its base form. And they will they'll have it come through an evolution process as more updates get there. So like right now you can just choose, hey, smash this door or unlock this thing. And then like, hey, kill this enemy more. That's pretty much it.
Head for the location.
Love to see more mechanics. Okay, so Hulk's out. Oh, geez. Here we go. I've never done a hive all the way through. Okay, here we go. Thor.
These enemies must be defeated.
Enemies.
All right, here we go. Thor's an R2 man too, man. Like, you got that. There it is. Spin to win, of course. They need to tweak Hulk's movement, like jumping the chest. Oh, jumping the chest can really be annoying. Yeah, that is that little bit of jank that this game still has when it comes to hero movement. It's not as precise as I would say, or at least I've seen in other games. Got game on Thor. Thor was my very first character to level up, so I didn't really like go through all the... Okay. I didn't go through all the intricacies. Dodging to me is... I don't nearly dodge as much as I counter, except for the red. Okay, Thor, see, that's the thing too about this game, man, that it's like... You can play for a character for like a week, and then switch another character, and it's like a totally different game. And that's what I like about this game. Like, the repetitive missions and side stuff and that kind of stuff, like, doesn't really bother me because the characters themselves. And I think that is... Okay, watch out there, you. I think that's where this game shines heavily, is the characters themselves. Alright, let's get out of here. How long will Kate's operation be? That is a very good question. I would love it if Hulk had an overhand right as a forward heavy evasive attack. Oh yeah, that would be cool. Unworthy Thor outfit? Oh man, I miss out on that too. I know this is an odd question, but do you have an Instagram? Because I just followed you on Twitter. Oh, thanks, official. I do have an Instagram, but I'm not really on that much. Social media is a very weird thing to me, to be honest. But yeah, I have a Twitter, and I'm on it sometimes. It's kind of like where I met a bunch of my podcast buddies or whatever. They talk about mostly like overall news and stuff like that.
We're gonna be okay.
All right, elevator. Let's go on to the next topic.
Avenger.
Okay, the Super Adaptoid. Andy Wong has played with, like, I guess against it and played. But yes, official. Mostly Twitter and YouTube are my main platforms. I am on Reddit, but I don't really talk that much on Reddit. Unless if it's about Darksiders,
An
personally.
elite AIM team
I
is
love
close by
Darksiders.
and on alert.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Updating your HUD.
Okay, so yes, Andy Wong has played against it. I guess like he tested a little bit of it with him and his buddies, and they were talking about like Super Adaptoid had phases or something, and he was like, that's all I'm gonna say on that. So that was pretty interesting. So I thought that was interesting. I feel like that was, you know, comes with the territory. You're a Super Adaptoid, you got the powers of all Avengers, so I could see like one phase being throwing Thor's hammer heavily, another phase being, you know, it's like a hammer or Captain America throw, some sort of distant projectile phase, and then maybe like a Hulk phase. Like, I don't know, you know, I don't know, but phases sounds cool. Sounds very cool. I mean, you don't have Kate Bishop, so I mean, who knows what kind of combos and synergy attacks you'll be able to. Come over here, boys. The villain thing. Super Puppy, what's up? The Super Adaption update. I mean, there are so many other villains that they could have chose. I mean, it makes sense to me. Okay, I feel you, brother. Okay, so the villain thing is one of the things that raises those questions like, alright, what happened? If that makes sense. About to die. Because there is only 2 villains. That is true. Like when you think of a Marvel game, you're thinking villains, you're thinking, you know, many villains and many characters basically because of what they have. I think I understand, you know, 6 characters. The characters, the way they move, I think are already great. But the villains, on the other hand, I feel like that does raise some questions. Why only 2? Okay, counting the Metal Gears that they have. Okay. I don't know where that came from, you know? Like, and then it's a Super Adaptoid where it's just a robot, and you're kind of reusing assets as Thor's hammer and Captain America's shield, and then using the the Elite Adaptoid to, you know, for his body base or whatever. I get it for the most part, but I do feel like that there is some type of room for improvement in that area. That's one bad thing to say. It's like, oh man, it's like we only have 2 villains, but it's like, oh right, we got a lot of room for improvement. So Taskmaster being a Avengers level threat, I feel you, quick draw. I feel you. The Super Adaptoid looks sick, but I feel like it might be a little over the edge just for the fact that he is all the Avengers combined. Yes. There is a, I don't know if you guys watched the Avengers Assemble cartoon. I literally, not like a week ago, watched the one where Justin Hammer makes the Adaptoid. The Super Adaptoid. And I was like, oh, okay, that's cool. Yeah, I still like watch all those cartoons and Avengers Assemble, Mightiest Avengers, Batman animated series. Love all that shit, man. Love it all. Wants the boss fight to be more immersive. Harry McKenzie, I feel you on that. So when I think some boss fights, and when I think this game, I think Destiny. I've played Destiny, but I didn't really get into it as much as I've gotten into this game.
Theme song yet, Thor?
Destiny's got these little tricks that they do. You know, what about Power Rangers? Still watch that? Oh man, I jammed the theme song not too long ago. I've seen that new movie. The Super Adaptoid should have been Taskmaster where it learns your attacks. Exactly. Right. It's like you kind of put Taskmaster.
AIM scientists are fighting.
Yeah, Nicholas Hall. That's why I mentioned the Metal Gears. Yeah. Yeah, Taskmaster learns the moves. That's what I've seen discussed too, where it was like Taskmaster should have phases where he like changes his style to each Avenger and stuff. Look at all these dudes. And I was like, that is a great idea. That is a great idea. And yeah, and that's the thing. It's like there's so many good ideas that can be done with superheroes and video games because of the media outlet. Like a video game, you can just do so much. It's great. The expectations, like I said once again. Well, I remember seeing the Square Enix reveal trailer where they're showing all the weapons basically of the Avengers, and it was like this really nice CGI, and it just pans over some rocks, and there's their weapons and stuff, and I was like, how could this be? How could they make it? And you know, I just didn't have an idea. And then when I played the beta, I was like locked in. I was like, this is pretty much Ultimate Alliance 3, but dialed up to third-person 11 style. And if you know Ultimate Alliance 3, it's like you can't do a lot of things. You know, it's like, I don't want to call it the, you know, cheap, the poor man's version of whatever a AAA title is or whatever, but, you know, you're just set in a video game. You got limits, you got parameters. Unless if you're making a solo Hulk game, alright, then you can pick up cars, then you can fly off of buildings, and then you can do all that stuff. Like Ultimate Destruction, I don't know if you guys ever played that game, but that game was off the hook back in the day. Yes, Maestro does look awesome, Super Puppy. Can't wait to get the game on PS5 though. Heard that quick draw. Me too. Me too. I got a Pro right now and I feel like it runs pretty decent. I haven't, regarding the bugs and stuff, I haven't really had any game-breaking bugs. I do get some dips in frames and stuff, but I mean, overall my experience with this game has been pretty good. And PS5 is going to make it shine, man. I'm gonna start playing Spider-Man again, or like at least I have the urge to. Ultimate Destruction, Harry McKenzie, you know it. I was expecting more from the bosses, knowing that the combat designer of this game was the lead combat designer for God of War. Yes, yes. You could really see the God of War type of stuff too, especially in Thor. Yeah, the boss mechanics, they are kind of right now a big sponge, like damage sponge. I think that's why MODOK, a lot of people are talking about MODOK, because that was one where you had to jump and you had to like go in like the tanks and then like come out, and then he had the time like where his legs sweeped and he jumped, which I thought was very cool. Yeah, I really like the MODOK, man. Alright, let's move on to the next one. Oh yeah, I mentioned before, cloning labs, complex missions to work on. They're trying ways to break it. Okay. I don't know when this will happen. Maybe Kate Bishop, maybe Hawkeye's DLC, but new damage types will be added. I don't know, maybe like quantum damage or quantum effects. Who knows? Who knows? But I thought that was interesting. So it seems like they have room to build on that. Room to build on the combat and all these things.
Your defeat was inevitable.
I do wonder if they're going to fix like the factions or raise that level or however they're doing that. I'm just about to hit faction level 50 for both. And I just finished Hulk's challenge card, so I'm curious if they're going to, you know, how they're going to touch up some of those things, some of those logistics side of things, the paperwork of this game, if that makes any sense. Those are the interesting things I think that keep fans playing. I'm a pretty big fan of battle passes for the most part. I play Warzone quite a bit. And not that I'm saying that that is why I play certain games or whatever, but that feeling of leveling up, that's what challenge cards do. It's like, even though you've done everything, you at least have the battle pass to, you know, to level up and stuff, get little extra goodies and stuff. So I think it's a good idea. $10 a battle pass card, okay, like, you know, I get it. Yes, Harry, I would love to hear your pet peeve about Hulk. Leveling up in this game feels amazing, it does. The combat, man, the combat feels good. Everything about this game feels good, like, for the most part, you know what I mean? People are saying, oh, okay, Super Puppy, people are saying cloning labs are coming December 1st or 2nd. Ooh, intriguing. Yeah, there you go, quick draw. Caps parry. Ooh, that is satisfying. That is so satisfying to get a parry from Captain America. Okay, you're officially playing as Hulk now. So my favorite version of the Hulk aesthetically, okay, is from Avengers. Alright, I feel you. I like it as well. I would say it's the best version for sure. I did appreciate Incredible Hulks, though. Like, just the... I mean, I like Edward Norton a
These
little bit
enemies
better than
must
Mark
be
Ruffalo if
defeated.
we're talking MCU. But, you know, hey, it's all good. Edward Norton tried to go dark. He tried to go DC with it. Marvel was like, nah, dog. We ain't having none of that trash. Like, there's a deleted scene in Incredible Hulk at the end where he's on, you know, the icebergs, or he's like in Antarctica or whatever, and he tries to shoot himself in the head, trying to commit suicide.
Who's next?
And Hulk, you know, he turns into Hulk, basically saves himself, and it causes like a ice thing to happen, like an avalanche. And that avalanche was the thing that uncovered Captain America. And I don't know why they didn't include that, because I thought that was an awesome idea, personally. Whenever I was playing as multiplayer, so there you go. The double takedown always kills them. So if I'm playing with other friends or like other people, randoms, I'll wait on that hold square, and hopefully they get the idea, and they'll be like, oh man, I need to go behind this guy or whatever. Cloning Lab seems really boring. What's unique about them? So they were talking a little bit about it, how it'll have specific enemies that you need to defeat, I guess. Puzzles is another thing. They were saying the puzzles were, you know, no slouch. So that team communication is going to come in. It might be long. I've heard like people say 6 hours, but I don't know about that. I don't know about that. And I think it's just more like, you know, it's just more involved than your basic big hype level.
The enemies have been defeated.
My favorite movie is Planet Hulk. I just watched that like 2 weeks ago. And I read the comic book. Actually, I dove into all that stuff whenever I started maining as Hulk, and I was like, yo, Planet Hulk at the end, when he is like going toe to toe and like fire and like radiation, they're just like, it's just, you can't see them, but they're outlined. I was like, that picture is so sweet. Like, that's why I liked comic books, like from just being a kid, was the drawings, man. Okay, I'm missing some comments here, guys. I do apologize. I'm leveled up card-wise on my 3 mains, 148, 150 on those 3
Well,
to
I'm sure they thought of it as separating
full
stupid
factions
people from
capped
the
out
money
to
they
that.
didn't need.
Why I'm dying
What
for
do you
labs.
think?
See, that was the
I
thing,
shouldn't be blamed for what my
Nicholas.
great-great-grandpappy
Dude,
did back in the day.
you're like a player where it's like, I feel why certain players who have leveled up, like all of what they wanted to level up, like could be a little frustrated. You know what I'm saying? Like, what else is there to do? I would say at the end, you know, everything, you're dialing down your gear. And when the gear is the way it is, like, I've
An
been
elite AIM
gear
team
grinding
is
for
close
Hulk for
by
the
and
past
on
like
alert.
4 days, and I
Updating
feel
your
like I have already got to where I need to be. Okay, so elevator scene. Moving on, next topic. La 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 la. New damage types, I said. Okay. So this is kind of more like a Phil wants kind of thing. And some fan was asking him a question about more than 4
Head for the
players in a
location on
mission
your HUD.
to do stuff. And he was like, that's nothing that's like right now, but is definitely something that he himself is interested in. And the way he was talking about it just seemed like it was something that they might want to look into later. And I was like, okay, that could be cool. Like, does this game really have that long of a lifespan to be like adding that much of a change to it? I don't know. Like, I hope so. I've played a little bit of Monster Hunter World for like the first season, I guess you want to call it, and everything I hear about Monster Hunter World, I'm like, dude, I am so surprised that game is the way it is. Like, that is a game I wish I was into more. Whoa, look at these dudes just coming out of nowhere. Let's go. Line up. I don't like that either. You see how I was just kind of flying into the enemies?
A shield ally is in trouble nearby and needs your help.
Easy, easy, easy.
Not doing so hot.
I do like these because these hives are so difficult. I've done the first 3 stages before, and that's it. Get out of here. That counter, man, I'm telling you, Thor's and Hulk's counter is like I don't know. I love it. Playing as Thor for the first time, I was like, the lightning effects is so awesome. This game, like, opens up a lot, man. Like, think of Gotham Knights. How is that game going to be? It'll be different than this, obviously, but, I mean, it's that, 4-player beat-em-up type of stuff. Like, think of that Ninja Turtles for the Super Nintendo back in the day, where, like, you get the pizza box and they spin around and he's like, pizza time! It's like that, but it's 2020. Imagine if they had a Ninja Turtles game like this. And you could pick your shells and your gears and your headbands and your bow staffs. Oh my god, that'd be so awesome. Your main is Iron Man, puppy? Oh man, that's the next character I'm gonna get real deep into, like, after I, like, get my Hulk together. Not gonna lie, I just started playing Miles Morales and it feels way better than this game. Oh, I bet it does, man. I bet it does, Super Puppy. And I don't need Hulk in this game to look like marks in the face, but I prefer the body proportions because Hulk basically has baby feet in this game. I so feel you, man. I die so fast on my Iron Man. Iron Man? Okay, so I was trying to tell people, well, not tell people, I don't fucking know, but, like, so the way I think Iron Man plays, if you ever see the first Avengers, it's the scene when he flies around the corner, he stops by Cap real quick, he bounces his lasers off a Cap shield, and then he flies right up to a building, and he, like, helps out Hawkeye, and then he flies off, and then it, like, cuts away or whatever. That scene is pretty much how I play Iron Man. Like, I'm up, I'm down, I'm, you know, in and out. I'm using my missiles a lot while I fly. I'm flying a lot, but I'm also not, it's not like I don't touch the ground, but I am flying a lot, and I'm in and out, and just kind of, like, supporting everybody with attacks, not so much health or shields or anything like that. But you're just an in and out kind of guy, like a punch here, a punch there is good enough, and stuff like that. That's how I think he plays. I haven't really played like a lot with him, but I've seen some good footage of him dealing heavy damage. He is an arsenal. Oh, and his ultimate is just G2. The whole, like, I call it the go to sleep punch. I don't know, where he's like jamming the fist. It's so cool, man. Oh yeah, spin to win with Thor. Totally do that. That fire, Hulk could take that fire to the face. He would eat it like hot sauce. Come on, Iron Man, help me out, buddy. I know you're trying. I know your AI's trying. Alright, let's finish off this dude right here. Check the team real quick. Damage buff him? Yeah, armor. I like Warrior's Fury a lot better because you in making teammates like invincible basically, and so that means they can't get interrupted. So I really appreciate the Thors that have Warrior's Fury and not the damage buff. I don't know, I like the damage buff too, but I just like being able to feel like I'm not gonna get interrupted and I'm not gonna, you know, just the combat flow will not break because of Thor's help here. Permanent icons, I saw people talking about that too. I feel like that will come, or I feel like they know that that needs to be adjusted as well. Alright, let's take this last dude out. Those dudes are pain in the butts. Alright, let me catch up to chat real quick. Iron Man is fun to use, Super Puppy, I heard that. Iron Man has lower HP, but you don't need to really engage that much. Yeah, because he just dishes that damage out. Oh, this? Okay. I'm just so used to using those Odin Force button, I keep bringing up Iron Man's shield block and then getting smacked by melee, but I love his rockets. Yeah, I try to optimize status damage when it comes to Thor. Yes, okay, understood. I have a really good Hulk. I want to play with you if you're open. Yeah, I am on floor 5 here. Let me just finish this off, guys, and I am so down to play like a few. Warrior's Fury for the win. Heard that. The Royal Family. Would it be... would fit amazing with the whole Inhuman vibes. You're talking about... Official, you're talking about the people on the moon, right? Black Bolt and all those guys? Is Quantum a new damage type coming to the game, like new negative? That was just speculation. Super Saiyan Skitch, what's up? That I was talking about. I was just saying that the devs mentioned that they will add new damage types like soon or later, like Medusa and them. Yeah. Honestly, I think that the Hawkeye DLC can save this game. It seems big. Yeah, Super Puppy. Earlier, like way earlier, me and Official were talking that most people are talking about the Hawkeye, the Hawkeye DLC more than Kate. Moving on real quick. Okay, so Kate and Clint are in season 1. So season 1 is just not Kate or Clint. It's both of them plus more, so maybe Black Panther. And maybe that might end season 1. They give us the big raid or whatever it is. One thing, though, that I see about Hawkeye is people saying, how is he going to play? Is he going to play any different than Kate? Good question. I like that question a lot. Makes me curious about things.
Like cattle, you get the prod.
Because Kate somehow has the ability to teleport. I've seen people say that that's really not her thing, is teleporting, but for the game it is, you know, just because it's the game. Like, okay. And she has some type of, and they even explain it in the war table, that it's some type of quantum, some AIM technology, quantum stuff that she, like, you know, tinkered with herself, and then she created teleportation vibes. So that's very cool. So what time does the ping system update go live? That is a very good question. Right now in the United States is no word on that. Are you on Xbox or PC? My screen is too blurry to see the icons. I am on PlayStation Pro, actually.
Your defeat was inevitable.
One other cool thing while I'm throwing my hammer here, I thought, and I feel like it just makes the Darksiders game so much more cooler. So you can play this game like a shooter if you wanted to, man. If you really wanted to. It's just like a third-person shooter, kind of. Or it's like a heavy melee game. I feel like being able to make those two aspects of a game feel good is very impressive to me. Darksiders did it back in the day, and I know that those devs were just saying like that Darksiders 1 was such an ambitious project. But anyways, I like to see that here now in 2020 they have figured that aspect out.
These enemies
Or you
must
look
be
at Devil May Cry, right? Like Devil May Cry is mostly a hack and slash game, but it has shooting mechanics in it. But the shooting mechanics aren't really heavy. They're just more like additives to the, you know, to the combat. But when you got both of them that are such a mainstay in the combat and it's done well, I feel like to me that is a very good accomplishment in video games. Oh my gosh, Alexander Franco, Daredevil and Punisher. Daredevil is like Wolverine in this game. He's like the perfect character, or he's like Black Panther, I feel like. He's like the perfect character to bring to this game. Whoa, buddy! And to me, man, Daredevil would be, ooh, he'd be a slick dude to use, man. Alright, Super Saiyan Sketch, yeah, I feel you, man. Yeah, I was just gonna finish up this, Oh, that's wasted.
The enemies have been defeated.
Yeah, I need to adjust my Thor's mastery and his specialization. Let me catch up to chat real quick. Oh, Roku says, I'm pretty sure the ping system is up. Very interesting. I might check that here before. I'm really excited for War Machine, but I think we'll be waiting for a while. I do too. Miller. I have mentioned Miller. Me and Official were talking about Miller again, like earlier on in the stream. That dude's got the buku's amounts of info. He's got so much info, I really have to sit back and decide about what I'm going to talk about in certain videos. Because, I mean, the information that he's pumping out, like, you could sit there and just be like, Marvel's Avengers, War Machine, whatever, you know, but it's not going to carry any weight because it's just so far out. Like, okay, yeah, you could talk about Spider-Man, still very far out. Mainly, for at least right now, I like to touch on what is in the here and now and the close future, personally. But yeah, Miller does so much good stuff, and he does so much informative stuff. It's like, man, oh man. You can pick one thing to talk about, and you could just like, man, you just go on for a while because the information he has is so, you know. Yes, here, I'm Yarnball 5000, guys, so if you want to add me or whatever, like, I'll try to get to it here, and, you know, like, I'm going to be on for probably another 45 minutes, so I'm down to do, like a Challenge 4 Hive or something, and, like, close off with some, like, little war zones, I guess. Thank you, Roku. Thank you very much, man. What's up, Iron Knight Gaming? Waiting for Vision. Vision. I don't know if we'll see him. People were saying that he was in the Maestro Hulk thing. All right, Official. I'll get that. I'm gonna jump into the menu here in a second. All right, yeah. Defender season with the Punisher, Daredevil, Iron Fist, and Luke Cage. That is what I'm talking about. Okay, Super Saiyan. I was literally thinking about this the other day. Would it have been different if they made this game but made it about minor characters and call it like Marvel's Defenders, like exactly like this, and put in characters like Daredevil, Iron Fist, Luke Cage, Punisher, you know, like even Kate Bishop, and then like build it up, and then by the year like 2025 or 2030, then you drop an Avengers game, kind of like the MCU did, but in video game version. Woo! I feel like that is how you build a franchise right there. When will your next stream be? I don't know, Super Puppy. This stream was kind of just off the cuff. And, yeah, it was just kind of off the cuff because I had a weird week, and I was just like, oh, I'll just stream the dev stream, or I'll just stream about the videos that I'm going to be making up. I kind of want to get into a stream schedule, especially when, like, nothing hype is going on. And, yeah, maybe every Wednesday or something. Thursday and Fridays are like pretty busy for certain things. WB here, are you a DC fan, dog? That you know that all the haters, right, online talk about this game, they're just DC fans. You know that. No, that's a joke. That's a joke. All right, I saw you, I saw you, Harry. Yeah, they should have started with the minor characters for sure. Yeah, send me a friend request, guys, if you want, man. Like, I only play this game. Not every night. Well, I play Warzone too, but not every night. But I am on this game as much as possible. Okay, Harry dropping some tips here. One trick is Hulk that I got for you when it comes to enemies that are very hard to stagger and interrupt with basic attacks. Picking up a huge boulder while enemies are close will interrupt them. Okay, noted. My PSN is Yarnball 5000 over there on Hulk's, or excuse me, on old Thor's name there. Thor was fun. That's what I mean. I just changed. I've been playing Hulk. I haven't played Thor in a minute, but just throwing his hammer felt really good. Really good. Oh, World Breaker, WB. Oh, that's sick. Yeah, I'll be maining as Hulk, guys, so sorry. See, I sent it to the Crystal devs. They don't care. I'm just kidding. That's cool. Yeah, okay, Harry. Yeah, I'll join up on you. Easy peasy. Yeah, make it easy for me. I got, like, chat and stuff going on. Wait. Did anybody else send a friend request? I just want to make sure. Super Puppy, we will definitely play together, my friend. Next stream, you got it. Official, did you send one? Lack of villains, Iron Knight Gaming hit the nail on the head. For sure, man. Not Yarn Bolt 5000. Here, I'll type it in chat real quick. Sorry, yeah, I didn't think about that. Sorry, guys. Yarn Ball, like the little soft thing that you make clothes out of. 5,000. Like Power Man. Oh, okay. While we're kind of just chillaxing, let's move on to the next thing. Yeah, Kate and Clint are in season 1, so maybe Black Panther will end season 1. Who knows? They also feel like they talk a little bit about a little bit extra stuff besides the main expectations of fans and upcomings. People were asking about clans. I don't think they'll do that, or they were saying that like that's not really like on their list. Loot revamp and the way the stars are, the you know, the stat stars. What does the season mean? That is a good question. I think that is just meaning how they will. I don't know exactly. Or they're called like operations or something. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if season 1 would consist of Kate, Clint, and then ended on Black Panther with the raid. And then we'll move on to whatever season 2 is. Captain Marvel maybe? Bucky maybe? That's why I say it's kind of tough to talk anything past. All right, Harry. I just want to get a few people, so we just got a full squad here. And then we'll get back into it. All right, here we go. Joining on you, Harry. Yep, yes, sir. Got you. Okay. All right. We're coming. Hook it up with a good old Challenge 4 Hive if you can. Or something, you know, something a little difficult. Yeah, maybe how they'll use seasons to divide the sections of content. That's what I'm thinking. Spider-Man maybe ending season 1 or begin season 2. That makes me feel like it's a big time gap there. I feel like Spider-Man might be like end of season 3 or something. Or now that, okay, wait. You're right. I see what you're saying. Because if the beginning of season 2 is here soon, within, 2021, obviously. Okay, now we're getting into, Here, let me join on one of you guys. Long Shot Killer. Let's see if that works. And then I'll invite you, Harry, if I get into this one. Spider-Man is supposed to be March, but I'm not sure. Yeah, see, that's the thing. It's like once you start to get ahead of, I would say, Clint, that's where you're kind of in unknown territory. Oh, Black Widow. I like Black Widow a lot. She's like a watered-down Dante from Devil May Cry. Hawkeye will be late January or early February, and then Black Panther will be in March. Super Puppy, I'm digging that. I'm digging that thought process. I have no hope for Hulk in the MCU. Yeah, they didn't really give him any good, like. Yeah, I know exactly what you mean. Be on standby, Harry. Once I get in here, I'll send you an invite. Okay, so we talked about clans, no big deal. They're going to increase the gear levels. I feel like that comes with the territory. That's a no-brainer type of thing. Eventually, Okay, so Phil did put in a word about Hulk and Cap's traversal. I know we were talking about that a little bit earlier.
Old times. Huh, pal?
Okay, I am in. You just gathering up your, Hey, seriously? You're the best.
Let's keep it that way.
Okay, how do we do invites here? Let's go social. Invite friends. World Breaker. The new PlayStation update, like, totally messed up the way I pick my friends. I used to have some of my best buddies on the top of the list because of the way they did the alphabetical style. And now it's just not that way. Roku says, I think War Machine or Black Panther February, just because Black History Month, I think. Yeah, I thought about that too. That would be killer, man. I think that'd be great. I think that'd be awesome. Widow was my last character. I 150'd. I feel you, Super Saiyan. Is that you? Who's Longshot Killer? Just curious. Yes, I literally play on Brutal only. Okay, yeah. Okay, DJ, I got you. Let's see. Harry, I invited you. So, just in case if you got that. DJ, got you. Yeah, I really like playing as Black Widow, man. She gives me the Dante vibes. Okay, so I want to talk about that real quick. This is the reason why I freaking love the game. So back when I was a kid and I was on PlayStation 1, I played a lot of Mega Man X4. Yes, I do, Alexander. But I'm just going to stay muted for now, just so I can talk to the chat a little bit. And I played a lot of Mega Man X4, and in that game, you can pick between Mega Man or Zero. And Mega Man was the type where you just kind of back off and you shoot stuff. But Zero was the type where you dash around and you sword slice, and you basically, like, the inputs that you put in the character, like, that's what he does. So, like, down triangle was like a downward electric thing or whatever. And I was like, man, I really like that about video games, like being able to move the character and attack in the direction that I want to attack in. And I call it the Zero mechanic because of Zero. That's just my own verbiage that I use. And this game has it, to be quite honest. So does Devil May Cry. And that's why I like these certain kinds of games, is because, like, you could just push the buttons and, like, feel cool doing it. Like, I fucking love it. All right, here we go. We got a full 4-man squad. Oh my gosh, I feel like I need to live up to some certain hype as Hulk. Mega Man X4 was great, Iron Knight. I feel you. I wish the devs could go by what they said, as in characters and content every month. Stupid COVID. I feel you. Black Widow, if you want to go ahead and... Oh yeah, I guess I need a mic. We'll figure that out here momentarily. Just give me the countdown, and I'm joining no matter what. Just give me the countdown. Yes, Heroic Gauntlet. Let's go. Let's go, baby. I'm down with it all. I might stray away from chat a little bit, just in case if the difficulty's good. I want to kind of make sure I'm not going down and leaving the team behind. Okay. I will actually. Let me grab it. Let me grab my mic. Oh, it's right here. See, I had it right next to me because I planned on doing this. All right, so I do apologize if speaking and verbiage gets messed up. I'll try to talk as I play, as what I'm doing, and then I'll also kind of continue on with my stuff. One of you guys, yeah, Roku, you mentioned a very good topic. So at the end of the stream, this is pretty much the last thing I wanted to hit, particularly about the stream. at the end of the stream, Phil got pretty real, man. And he was like, yo, man, we ain't trying to do that. Like, we're not trying to keep shit from you guys. Like, that's not us. And he basically broke down, like, you know, whenever the last 3 months of a video game development is like, that's that crunch time. That's that polish everything up, make it all look good, and, you know, get ready to ship. He was basically saying that whenever you're in that mode, and then you get hit with wildfires and COVID, and then you move it all to in-home office, so you got to figure out, you know, what equipment needs to go where and where is it going. You got to inventory all that stuff, especially if you need certain high tech and high quality items to leave the studio or the office and go into someone's personal home. You got to inventory all that stuff. You got to make sure that they have the correct type of power/internet for that kind of stuff. Then you got to figure out how to do that stuff from your home. What's the best way to do it? And I feel like he really explained it in a way that, like, I didn't understand, or that I better understood it this time. And basically, once you're in a new setup, you're doing things differently, and you got to figure out things basically from square one with what you already have. So they were picking up the pieces and all this stuff. Like, that's one of those things where it's like, it sucks, and it sucks as a fan, and yes, I want what I want. All right, Evil Reborn, I'm down. You know, it's I want this. I spent good money on it. All this kind of different stuff. You know what I mean? 2 villains, like, very questionable. A mixed bag of stuff. That's what I want to say. A mixed bag of stuff. Like, I don't want to give them excuses, but at the same time, you know, they're gonna give us the information that they're gonna give us, and that's the only information that we're gonna get. So it's like, I believe it, you know, but some things are still questionable. But at this point in time, with the Kate Bishop War Table, I've moved on from that. So Phil felt pretty confident that he was like, they were kind of back in the mode, or they were back in the swing of things. And yeah, he like laid it down for like 15 minutes, and I was like, all right, man, this is cool. Official, I will definitely get you in Super next time, for sure. The emote wheel, Roku? Good question, man. Good question. When I'm in the elevator as Hulk, I just start smashing. And I'm like, dude, I gotta act the role. I gotta act the part. Like, I'm stuck in this small thing, and I don't like it. Role playing. Okay, so do you guys want to hear something super cheesy? Like, super, super cheesy? The other day, like a week ago actually, I was like thinking, like, you know what, man? I'm gonna plaster my obsidian skins and nameplates all over the place. Just so, like, you know, hey, I've been here since day one kind of thing. And I was like, no, that's fucking cheesy. The reason is cheesy, not so much the, oh, we lost a third. But we got DJ and we got Worldbreaker. Kamala, look at that. That's sexy. Kamala. I've shown zero love to Kamala, but when I see players playing her, I am like, yo. Oh, can you jump back in, Alexander? Can we get a freeze on this? No worries, no worries. Yeah, I'll do this hive and then I'll do a next hive with you guys. So maybe I can get you next one, Alexander, if you're still around. Yeah, Roku. Okay, thanks, man. Because I do think it's one of those things, like, you know, regarding to all the COVID stuff and all that stuff, and it's like, it happened. You know, like, I'm not gonna spend a lot of energy. You know, I don't know. I don't want to spend a lot of negative energy on this game. Because, like, these are my heroes,
I think
man.
Dr. Pym has succeeded in locating a different kind of aim hive.
Like,
Different
and
how?
just to, I guess, man, I'm just gonna fill it with a bunch of nacho cheese right here.
Why?
Like, these are the heroes, man, that inspire people, dog.
Roger that.
These are the heroes, you know. I know you watch the MC movies, so, like, those, the feeling that you get when you watch those, the feeling, you know, when you read the comics and you're like, man, like, look at this, like, superhero feats and all that stuff. Like, I get it, it's like fantasy and stuff, but there's that little bit of reality lesson in there where you're like, hell yeah. Hell yeah, I like this. just like a super long roar, Harry.
Uploading the entrance's coordinates to your HUD. Be careful.
Oh,
Security
really
appears
official?
even
Yeah,
tighter
official.
than
You were
we
like,
used to.
yeah,
Which is usually
yeah.
a
You're
sign
the first
of
one.
signs.
All right, Alexander. Definitely be on the lookout.
I've marked
Alright,
the
let's
Hive's
do
entry
this.
terminal on your HUD.
Wall jumps is like another thing about Hulk where I don't see too many people doing. Like right there, you want to like. That's a thing too. It's like sometimes Hulk wants to connect to the wall, and other times he doesn't. Like why could some things in the levels, man? For example, right before the Quinjet shows up, you get that shot of the heroes just kind of standing there. That kind of takes you out. You're like, oh, my hero's already there. Why do I need to watch him jump in and stuff? I feel like that needs to be fixed. Some of the flow to the level, too. I'll explain if I come across it. We're doing hives right now, so I might not get the chance to, but I just did. I didn't swing like a monkey on those branches. I feel like that should have been a thing. I got the super fit outfit on. I just like the shade of green Hulk has in this outfit. Really. And I really like mean green as well. Just because of the green. I like to have that green sticking out. I don't know why. Hulk's big and green. Oh, that was awesome, Kamala. Some of them moments too where you're teaming up on a guy, like
I've managed to
snap him
bypass
up,
elevator
and
security.
then another homie comes in and just like
Nicely.
decks him. Good moments. Kamal's got that extra stretch. I've seen this quite a bit, actually. Yeah, Avengers Assemble all day, man.
While you work your way down the Hive, I
And
will
there's a
attempt
few
to
good
gather
people
more
making
information
content on
about
it too. At least what I've come
I want
across.
to know what we're up
Like I've
against.
really enjoyed what they have to say and stuff like that. I don't really try to like get into them too much because I don't want to copy them too much or like say the same particular things. You know what I mean? So I just try to not watch them and just kind of be like, all right, this is the information that I get. Here we go.
An elite AIM team.
But
is
sometimes
close
I just
by
want to
on
sit
a-
down and I just want to consume
your HUD.
Avengers content.
Every member of the elite team must be defeated.
Gotham Knights, man, that game. That game will be upcoming soon. I might cover that a little bit.
All life is falling.
Get in the middle of it. Like you could if you wanted to too. The gamma pulse, bro. It's all about the gamma pulse. Oh man, I love it. A little bit of health, a little bit of life, a little bit of intrinsic, no big deal. Just smash, smash, smash. That's what Hulk's about, man. Take the pain,
Another enemy defeated.
set other heroes up. Oh, did he dodge me? He like instant transmissioned on me. Did you see that? Uh-oh. Really? I feel like I should grab enemies a lot more, but I don't because I feel like it takes too long. But I know that's like one of my downfalls in gameplay, is that I don't pick up enough enemies to smash together. Last night, I was playing with some fellas, and I think their Iron Man had some good pin status, and he shrunk an Exo, and I was able to pick it up as Hulk, and I thought that was so cool. And then I tried to throw him off the roof or the building that I was on, but they killed him in my hands before I had a chance. Which, again, I thought that was awesome. I was like, okay.
The team are no longer a threat.
Way to go. Kamala players. Whatever about Kamala mains, man. They just love the whole dealing damage, basically. And the support too. I really appreciate a Kamala that like knows like, oh, this guy's down. I'm popping my support quickly, get him back up in the game. That's why I think difficulty is a big thing about video games. It can take your personal gameplay up to the next level. It can, because they're hammering you so hard, you know, because of the difficulty, you kind of learn certain things on how to manage your health and damage and stuff. Difficulty, man.
And a mighty bear you'd make, my friend.
It's me. Square Enix was supposed to release multiplayer in a separate update after 2 months of campaign. I roll. What do you mean, man?
AIM has a set of turbines powering one of their emergency
Like it was supposed to be
generators.
the campaign, and
Disable
then
them.
they like updated it to play.
Shall triumph over all.
There we go.
You need to access the terminal to reach
See how I tried my power and they just interrupted me? I have a gear piece where... Ooh, man, they are cornering me. My intrinsic back with my assault. Playing with 4 is just baller status. Playing with 4 humans, man. It's great. Am I the only one with nerf damage and HP? I have a bar and a half. Everything one-shots me. I don't know. I feel like that there's still a bug within
Destroy the
some
turbine.
levels where, I don't know, your like stats just disappear or something. Like sometimes I'll be laying waste to
AIM
a
has
small
sent
little
forces to stop you.
dude and they'll just have a little overshield on. You see that little bit? And it's just like, yo, what happened? Okay. Oh, nice. I just got spun.
That turbine is finished. Well done.
What do you think about the leaked characters roster a few months back? I'm really stoked if they actually drop all the characters like 13 plus. Dude, that's what I mean. No, Kate is not out, Zesty. That is what I mean, man. It's like all these leaks and all that stuff. It's like, man, how can you not be excited for the future of this game? Like, why would you want this game to fail? Uh-oh. Back off.
Excellent.
The dialogue.
Destroyed.
Man. Okay, so one time I was playing as Hulk, and I was merking. I was feeling good. I was merking a lot. I was doing a lot of damage and being alive a lot. And I took down this Exo with one of my assaults, and Hulk was like, oh, what did he say? It motivated me so much. Oh yeah, he was like, get up, so Hulk can smash again. And I was like so feeling it. I was like, yeah, let's do it. And then another Exo came up and he just slaughtered me. So that was short-lived, but I felt it. I like that cosmic damage. I need to start doing my... Sometimes lock-on doesn't do me the character I want. Big old cosmic damage. Yeah, I have like a little notepad of the battery effects. It's good for you. Good for you. Good for you. Oh, and again, good for you. Oh, he died. I still have high hopes for the story, and it was awesome, and the multiplayer has been fun as hell. I also agree with that, Roku. I don't think the people... Michael King, what's up, man? I don't think the people want the game to fail. They just don't want this game to go down the same path as Anthem. And let's face it, it was looking similar for a while. It was. It definitely was, Michael King. You can't... That's another thing you cannot deny, is that the skepticism is warranted. Is very much warranted. As I was saying later, like the two villain things, or the villain things. Very questionable. Mixed bag of questions. cosmic damage, straight fire, and OP with Captain America. I have a cosmic shield on my Captain America as well. That was like the last thing I did with him.
So far, I can only confirm we have entered an upper-tier AIM construction facility.
Do you play Fortnite or have played it? I love the new Marvel season. I have played it. I played it like the first 2 months it was out. But seeing all that Marvel stuff, I was telling my buddy the other day, I was like, dude, Fortnite is on top of it, man. But I think Fortnite has that in with Marvel because, I mean, it's in the movies and like the directors, the Russo brothers, they mentioned it a lot, how they like to play it on set, and, or they did or whatever. And so, yeah, it kind of, it makes sense. Two huge, like, industry things coming together. Makes total sense, man. Fortnite, although I feel like, you know, whatever it is about the game, like, whatever, you cannot hide the fact that they are doing great things. That they are doing great things. Just get in there real quick. What's going on, guys? Like when I play with Iron Mans and I notice a lot of lasers around me, I'm like, WTF, mate? What's up with that? Or Thor, at least. Oh, snap. Take one of this. What's up, big boys? We got big boys here. Somebody's down. Cap. On your left. On your left. Old Captain America. He's such a square, it's like inspiring.
The enemies have been defeated.
Oh, it's only me and DJ. Whoa, what happened? Whoa! Hey, that is okay, Harry. That is okay. Maybe we can get you on to the next one. My Hulk is OP. I would love to go over it a little bit, Roku. I saw Lejeune, the dude that they streamed with today. I saw his Hulk and I was like, I'm not really reaching those numbers. But I got like some numbers that are like he has high damage or melee and I got like a little lower than that. But he has like something else that's low, but mine's a little higher in a sense or whatever.
An elite AIM team.
So yeah, it's really hard to compare exactly like what is strong, because there's obviously like some peak you want to reach, and then go from there, you know. I had cosmic on my large degree. And then you want to kill these dudes because they give you heroic orbs, and then that gives you all your heroic back, so you can just like, as long as you got one heroic, for my Hulk at least, you can get either your intrinsic back all the way, or you can try to get heroic orbs by defeating taunted enemies. So there's that cycle that I try to maintain. I haven't really much in the stream because I'm talking a lot. And there's just, you know, some things I wanted to hit on personally about the stream and stuff. Oh, yeah, one more thing. What was this? Cloning Labs are Omega level threats? Okay. Oh, and they'll have their own exotics. So people were saying, you know, am I going to play Cloning Labs just to get the same old shit gear? And I'm like, oh, I hope not. Like, I don't know. That's a good question. I hope not. Watch that dodge. Hulk is like a gorilla, man. Like, look at that gamma, dude. Like, when enemies are lasering you as Hulk, you just want to tap R2, and he'll just gamma pulse, you know, his life away, basically.
Their agent is down.
And I love that effect, man. I just, Love it.
Well done. That squad member has been neutralized.
Ooh, you got me from behind. I saw you with your little ice up the stick. See, my power, my heavy power move is just like, gets interrupted quite easily. Let's go big on it. Got them all kind of grouped up right there. Give me a big one. Moving from enemy to enemy is like pretty important too. That's why they give you the different takedowns, is so whenever that other takedown activates, it's like, oh, that's nice. I have that Hulk takedown where he throws enemies in the air and then comes back down and slams on them. It hasn't activated yet because, you know, it's one of those lower activation takedowns that I bought. But when it does happen, you're like, oh, yes. I don't pick up guys a lot either. Y'all want to just DJ's only in. Yeah. When you throw enemies as well, they like glitch out. That's another thing I feel like they need to fix. So. Okay, here we go. Here we go. RJ, what's up? No, I am on PlayStation Pro. Okay, it's me because buggy multiplayer overshadowed a beautiful campaign. Heard that? Okay. If they release multiplayer as a separate update, people will talk more about. Oh, I see what you're saying. It's me. I see what you're saying. I could see that. I could see that. My melee damage. Here we go, Harry. My melee damage for Hulk is 2,624, and I have a damage buff on all pieces of my gear. Holy crap. Mine's at like 19, I think. Here, I'll check. Maybe 18. I don't even think I'm hitting 19. 1807. Like, I just don't think these are impressive numbers from what I've seen.
I can infiltrate their security system.
But I think I also build my characters around my skill as well. Or like I take away some improvements because I'm like, no, I can dodge out of that. Or they have to hit me first for that to even happen, and kind of thing. You know what I mean? I rely on my skill a lot, or try to. If that, I don't even know if that's what I'm saying there, actually. And there's so much gear, it's like one of those things where it's like, I would have to get every piece of gear, spread it all out, really try to, you know, connect the dots on all that stuff. And I just now started doing that with Hulk, so I will eventually get there, that's for sure. Like, what is 10%? How often is that? How often is 15%? What's a lot of percentage? What's a little percentage? These are the discussions I would love to have. Particle damage. Poo 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 poo.
AIM's network is equipped with a multi-point authentication system. I need access to multiple terminals. The more the better.
Deep dives. I heard you. I heard that, Roku. Oh yeah, Harry with the baby feet thing. Okay, Night Racer. Any chance we'll get crafting system for gear? I think they're looking into that. I'm not entirely sure. There is some type of gear rework that is gonna happen much later. I wouldn't expect it with Kate, to be honest. I would not. I could be wrong, but I am not. I feel like that's something that they're gonna have to lay down, level out, go through everything, come up with ideas to think what would be important and what would be meaningful gear. You know, what would be like one piece of gear that you guys would love to see for your main characters? You know, that makes sense, that's not like too crazy. Like, you see they try to get the characters' kits, like, to serve the character. Like, Hulk has a lot of invulnerability buffs, you know, just to pertain to Hulk being, you know, unstoppable or whatever.
trying to
let's
remove
go.
me from their system.
His little frog feet. Oh my gosh, Harry, I get it. I totally get it, dude. Hulk needs some lotion. That's what he needs.
Beginning infiltration.
Like, I bet his skin is like something close to like reptile scales, but not like Abomination, you know, just like really, really rough and tough type of skin. Oh, what is this?
I'm inside AIM security system.
Yeah, particle damage is one sexy status effect. I remember watching a guy shrink for the first time in this game, and I was like, OMG. I posted it on Twitter, and then I took it off because I felt like it was a spoiler for people who haven't played the game. It was so exciting to me.
Hulk's down.
I got comboed up. I got lasered in.
Got you covered.
Major laser, man. More specific comic title
AIM is
gear.
trying
Heard
to
that,
remove me
Roku.
from their system.
Okay, Alexander, Thor and Iron Man.
That helps, thank you.
Instant gamma damage on
Protocol is progressing.
watch out, man. Vulnerability buff, so it's just like haymaker, just throw it. That looks rough for me. That
I'm
looks rough.
inside AIM
And
security
he's
system.
healing because he got a good one on me.
AIM is trying to remove me from their system.
Those lasers, man. This is nice. See that right there? That's that traversal. The wall jumping is nice for Hulk. It's weird though. It is a little weird, I'm not gonna lie.
Thanks much.
Beginning infiltration.
That was rough, not gonna lie. That was rough.
Uh-oh, I see some baddies.
Hulk should have a special exotic where when you stun mechs and adaptoids, you can grab them without having to shrink them. Well,
I've
that's
breached AIM
interesting.
network security.
Really?
This hive specializes in building adaptoids.
No wonder it needs so much juice.
They appear to be
Who I
trying
mean
to tip the
usually,
balance of
for the
power
past
back
few
in their
weeks,
favor.
Roku, it has been Hulk.
Figures. Well, let's
I really
take
like
this place
Thor
offline
2.
and start to tip it back.
I really like Black Widow. I really like Cap. I really like them all, actually. I've spent less time with Iron Man and Kamala. But right now I like Hulk just because I like getting up in their faces and I like the
elite
satisfaction
AIM
of all the
team is
numbers
close
popping
by
up
and on
on
alert.
screen.
Updating your HUD.
Like, and you gotta think too, if you're a ranged character and you start ranging them real fast and you start off with that, like, you're gonna be the guy who they aggro to first. So if you're good melee with Cap and can dodge and all that stuff, but you want to ding them up and like ricochet your shield off of them at first, like just be ready for the incoming attacks. Or you can start off with a ding and be like, yo, Hulk, what's your support? Taunt them, have everybody come in, have that Captain America back up, ricochet, you know, process again. And like, you know, stuff like that. That's what I think about. That's what I think about.
We did good, didn't we?
Like, I feel like Hulk and Kamala are similar combat kits than anybody else's. They do a lot of damage. I don't know exactly if Kamala can take a lot of damage, but I know she can deal a lot of damage. And with her health support, that is just like, you know, you want her on your team, I feel like, especially for more difficult things. Hulk is good too to have. I mean, you know, if you can have him just taking damage and just laying down the hate, you know, like, I feel like that's a positive for a team. And then your you know, your Captain America is definitely, I want to say, ranged. You know, unless if you're playing solo and you just kind of want to feel cool punching stuff, like, that's what I do at least. But you want to use your shield a lot. These are just my, like, opinions on how certain characters play. Iron Man's definitely an in-and-out type of character. Hulk is just be in their face, man. Just be in their face about it. These shield things. Oh, the enemies. I want to talk about the enemies real quick too, man. Everything breaks in this game. Like, look at all this shit that it disappeared, but a lot of stuff breaks in this game. And it's like, how do they do that? Every single enemy has like an overlayer of like plastic armor for the robots. And when I'm Black Widow and I'm just like chipping away their little armor, they're like crash dummies. And I'm like, that's so satisfying. You see like chunks of them fall off, like Terminator 2, if you've ever seen that movie, when he's getting lit up in the lobby and just like chunks of him are flying off. Like, that is so cool, man. Like, you don't notice it a lot because all this stuff is happening on screen, but I mean, when you do notice it, it's kind of pretty sweet. Oh man, freaking plasma. That's the fourth state of matter, plasma. Which is cool. I don't even know what it looks like. It's probably like some purple goo or something. I'm just kidding. That's just what ever since I was a kid, there's like this enemy on a Kirby game called the Plasma Spark or something. It was like this green or purple electric fire. And I'm like, that's what plasma looks like? It's so cool. and it just stuck in my head, I guess. Like, his light combo Fisher just like takes that life away. Like just R2 with the fire, R2 with the fire. Like, give me some. Alright, back off a little bit because he gave me a little too much. See if we can take him down for a second.
Another enemy defeated.
Alright, let me catch up to chat real quick. We need a Red Hulk outfit. Official. That is what I'm talking about, baby. Red Hulk outfit would be awesome. Thunderbolt Ross. Give him like the square head. You know, the little top, the hair.
Aren't infinite, but they are tenacious. Stay alert.
And then instead of his gamma pulse going off, it's like fire or whatever. Like, change that up a little bit. That'd be so cool. Super Saiyan, no problem, dog. No problem. Hey, that's what Hulks are for, man. You need a Hulk on your team, always. Hulk with Pimtech is so overpowered, it's ridiculous. That's how I roll with Hulk. Okay, yes. Oh, I bet dudes are shrinking on you, like, every step you take. Alright, official, man. Nice chat, man. Thanks for joining, dude. Really appreciate it. Alright. Am I open? Like, I'm not in private, am I? Like, if anybody else wants to join before we kickstart. I'm down to do one more hive. I got about 30, 45 minutes in me left. I'm down to do one more hive. I'll take it, like, super serious and try to give you, like, the best gameplay ever. No, I'll just, like, try to do, like, really good or whatever. There's another thing. 209 out of 200. I hope they do something with this. I hope they recycle these extra points into something. That and the faction points as well. I hope they recycle those into something else, whether it be a reward or like minor rewards like these things. Just something like that. Nothing crazy. I'll change my skin as well. Just because I want something different to look at. Alright, WB, I got you. World Breaker. Harry. We got like 4 names going on here. I think that's okay though. Names, man. Names in the internet are like such a thing. Alright. Sometimes I like to be really green. But we'll go Gladiator. These are so funny, I'm sorry. These are so funny. Yeah, that is so awesome. I'm really kind of sad that I missed out on the Unworthy Thor outfit. Yeah, I'll just like leave this up here for now. No, we'll go to social. We'll send invite. See these PlayStation 5 icons? Sexy, super sexy. Alright, Harry. Sending you another one. Collections, the intelligence. I really need to take a day and listen to all these. I try to listen to them all like when I'm just kind of chilling and, you know, not doing too much or whatever. Because I feel like most of this is where a lot of the juicy backstory stuff is. So, like a lot of explanations, a lot of like side stuff that you know that they didn't upfront show you in the game. All my game usernames are Hulk related. Hulk. Hey Harry, I had a buddy. He was actually the dude who introduced me to the Hulk versus Wolverine comic book. This was in Afghanistan. This kid, he was a Marine or whatever. Like, this kid was such a Hulk fan, and he was like a small little dude. And I just thought it was so funny. You know, his name was Rollins. Anyways, and I remember he was like, yeah, man, my favorite dude is Hulk. And I was like, why you like it? He's just like, I just like, you know, the angrier he gets, the stronger he gets. He's like, that's so cool. I was like, cool, man. And he's like, yeah, I got some comic books on my laptop. He was like, here, read the Hulk versus Wolverine comic. And dude, the scene where Hulk rips him in half, I was like geeking out. I was geeking so hard, I like could not put it down. Like, he even had to walk up to me and be like, can I get my laptop back? Because I didn't give it back to him because he had so many comic books on his laptop. And because it was such, like, you know, you're not in a great environment or whatever, like, it was just so cool to see comics and just like the drawings and the cleanness of it, and like actually seeing a story that I've heard about for so long and then to actually read it myself. Like, he rips Wolverine apart and he throws his bodies like apart or whatever, and it shows a scene where Wolverine's like crawling on his stomach and he's like smelling for his body, and he ends up calculating that he was like, this is what he says, because I specifically remember the text bubble. He says 3.5 miles. He threw my body 3.5 fucking miles. And I was like, dude, Wolverine's got to crawl half a body, you know, just I just thought that was so cool, man. Like, Hulk don't give a hoot. He don't care, man. Harry, I sent you an invite just to let you know. Man, the monster inside skin is a dope green for sure. Oh, really? I'll check that out in a second. Yo, DJ. Yo, Harry, I did send you an invite just in case. If not, DJ, give it like, you know, like 5 more minutes or like, you know, like 45 seconds or whatever. And feel free to start one more if you want.
Sure. What kind of hive was that again?
Oh, I'm down for anything, brother. I'm down for anything.
That.
Awesome, DJ. Like, I know you can like hear me, so I very much appreciate you like allowing me to just like chat it up with chat. You know what I mean? Very cool of you, bro. Very cool of you.
Of course, man. It's your channel.
Nate Plays, what's up, man? Hey, what's up, Julian? Let's see, I don't really have anything else to finish up on the dev stream. It was just pretty decent. They were just kind of going over most of the you know, most of what has happened already. Oh, I had Is Hulk weak to Iron Man? I can sub, but say hi to me. Hi, Nate. Is Hulk weak to Iron Man? Well, when it comes to physical strength, I definitely believe that. But when it comes to Tony's smarts and his ability to, you know, form his arsenal of objects. All right, Harry, I see you. That's where it gets a little, you know, they go toe to toe. And I feel like it's one of those brains versus bronze type of thing. For sure. All right, DJ, we got Harry joining back in. My Thor delivers.
One more started up.
Yeah, one more. Yeah, that's cool. Maybe we can get like, you know, wait a few seconds for matchmaking or whatever, and then, you know, just roll on through. This will be my last one, guys, so just to let you know. Nate plays. We got a Nate plays and a Nate Peterman. That's why you said, who's this imposter? Okay, I see you, Nate. I see you, Nate. I can't even say Nate P either. Spider-Man versus Hulk. That's a good question, man. I feel like Peter would be smart enough to run. I did hear that Peter Parker has fought Hulk and he beat him due to the fact that he was cracking jokes the entire time, and which in turn it made Hulk revert back to Bruce Banner. So, Nate, thanks for the sub, man. Yeah, okay, so next stream, hopefully, or the stream after, hopefully, I'll have a little bit better setup. I'll have like a camera. I'll be using my Streamlabs, so any of these topics that we like hit on, I'll be able to like pull up maybe. I need another monitor. Like, I just need some things. I don't even have a chair right now. I'm just kind of sitting on a sofa leg, you know, where you put your feet at. I'm just sitting on one of those. So if I did use my camera right now, it'd be like, I'd be like a little head just talking. so I was like, we'll just do voice today. We'll just chat it up. Here we go. Money Swag, what's up? Hey, anyone know the best places to get Black Widow and Iron Man Hulk gear? Spider-Man would get smashed, Julian. I feel you. He would get smashed toe to toe for sure. Harry says it keeps failing. That's all right, Harry. You'll see me on, brother. You'll see me on. We need to exchange notes, or at least just give me yours for the Hulk build, Harry. Okay, next time. The Carpenter at the gym. Got you as my music. Thanks. Thanks, Carpenter. Work that wood, baby. If I were to rely on anyone to take down the Hulk, it'd be Batman. Batman might be able to do it. Biohazard V must be a Resident Evil fan. Yeah, okay, so let me show you the one exotic I have for my Hulk. Like, when I think about these exotics, I'm just like, man, I do not play nearly as much as I want to or should. So I got this. I like it. That's why I've kept it. But I don't know. Small debris, large debris, gamma, all over the place. Throwing gamma balls, basically. This is that exotic. And I like this whole 33.2 chance of hitting an enemy with a ranged critical. I'm ready, DJ, whenever you want. I'm gonna ready it up, baby. You know, but if I do gamma for this, and I have gamma for this, like I'm not using that battery effect, and I would have to rely on someone else to spark my gamma with the negative or positive. I gotta have my notes next time for the battery effects. But I know that these two work together, so that's why I have it on these, on gamma and cosmic. But if I were to change gamma to this, like I would have to change this. Like I would want a good PIM something in there. Like, you know what I mean? So those are why sometimes I'm a little Like, I don't really want to use that exotic. Maybe I can get another exotic that kind of, you know, supplements my other things. Yeah, I don't know.
I think Dr. Pym has succeeded in locating a different kind of aim hive.
Different how?
It uses a great deal more power, though it's unclear why.
Why did I hear
check it
boss
out.
music? Spider-Man just
Afford to
swinging
let
around,
AIM
Hulk
make all
appears.
the toys it wants
Why
to.
do I hear
Roger
boss
that.
for real? Yeah, I like Batman a lot. A lot. I like Superman more, though. I don't know if that... I'm a big Superman fan as well. That's one thing I like you never see about this game, where it's like, oh, DC, like DC's games are better, or whatever. Like Marvel's games get compared with Marvel
Uploading the
games.
entrance's
I don't know.
coordinates to your hub.
I mean, comparing,
Be
you know, you're
careful.
comparing games in
Security
the first
appears
place,
even
but
tighter than
you
we
don't
used to.
see, that should be a comeback, I guess. Whenever people are like, oh, game's dead, it's trash, or whatever, be like, must be a DC fan, huh? Just kidding. It would be worth it because that Tachyon 50% status damage increase is crazy. Okay.
I've marked
Man,
the
that exotic is
hive's
super
entry
sick for that
terminal
set.
on your
Totally, I'd be
HUD.
rolling that for sure. All right, let me just pop her all in. Let me just put that bad boy in. I just want to see. I want to see how much. Because we are with human beings, maybe they can bounce off of that gamma and get a little.
You're going down!
Like, see, you can't latch onto those walls because Hulk's wall jump is so good. Like, you want to be able to jump off of walls
to that
and stuff.
terminal.
Like, you can do. I mean, you can, but it's just like, I don't know. That's the thing. Like, I feel like this jumping for Hulk is good on its own. I don't know, but there's just some things where it's like, alright, wall. Yeah, no, not gonna happen. Alright, let's go. For reals this time. If I go down, I'm doing 10 push-ups. Not really, but I'm gonna think that way so I play better. Okay, I see those yellow numbers. Alright, let's see.
Coming at you!
Okay, it's on my ranged. Yeah, I got you. Get some! This is what he says, like Hulk. I love Hulk, man. Savage, dude. Yeah, I really thought Ragnarok's fight was awesome. Like, very, very awesome. Awesomely done. I remember the Incredible Hulk movie with Edward Norton. It was my favorite fight scene for a good amount of time. That little scene at the college and there at the end with Abomination. I was like, yo, that is next level stuff for the time. 2008, I think it was. Money swag, not gonna lie, they should have went with Edward Norton's Hulk design. X-Men Origins was amazing. Dude, I loved all those movies. I know they get hate, but I loved all of those movies, man.
I want to know what we're up against.
Hulk sprinting, there you go. If Hulk, yeah, Money swag, I feel you. If Hulk sprint was a tad faster, like you know, you got that feeling of takeoff, I guess, is what I want to say.
An elite AIM team is close by and on alert. Updating your HUD.
Oh, I guess that biohazard guy's like listening to
Every
everything
member
as a
of the elite
random player.
team must be
What is
defeated.
this guy talking about? Okay.
No! Down!
Cap's down. Cap's going old school with that jacket. I like that. I like that. It smells like dirt. That's what it looks like. It looks like it smells like dirt. Here we go. This is the money maker right here. Like, I would love to make a video and then have just a bunch of guys lined up and then put the bowling ball sound effects. Uh-oh. Whenever they're all lined up. Not exact. That wasn't a good example, but... Right in the face. Gives me health all the time. This pool of gamma right here. So it's like, even if I get hit, it's okay. It's just I'm more worried about getting interrupted.
One of their agents is down.
Oh, I thought I went down there for a second. Full gamma. Okay.
Well done. That squad member has been neutralized.
See, that's why I didn't use that exotic, was because I don't really throw too often. Whoa! Whoa! Easy, Iceman. Holy crap, dude.
The team are no longer a threat.
Good stuff, good stuff. He almost had me there. Savannah, what's going on? Yeah, hello. What's up, Maria? Excluding the baby feet. Harry, I love you for that, by the way. Like, come on, happy feet. The face looks like it's Norton's and Ruffalo's together. I feel like that's what they were going for sure.
You mind shoving over a bit?
I like how in Incredible Hulk, Edward Norton has this like little mole on the side of his lip, or like not his lip, but his like cheek area, like next to his lip. And even when he turns into Hulk, he like has a little mole, like right there, which I thought that was very detailed. Yeah, I do feel like Kate will be a projectile main. She's going to be sitting back a lot. I could see her like posted up on, you know, balconies, and, or, you know, just somewhere high or just somewhere off to the side, just beaming arrows. And if I were to call it, I think her razor arrows are just her basic arrows, and they call them razor arrows in the war table. And then you got her 3 different types, which is like Black Widow's 3 different types of, oh, I wish that would have been cool if Kamal threw it into me and I busted him with that 3. Yeah, 3 different types, like Black Widow's ammo types, and those are the, you know, the smoke screen and stuff like that. I think this is just, you know, speculation or whatnot. And then I bet your mastery and your specialization will also maybe change those up or change like what they do. So, did you ever crush the Ultimate Alliance games with the X-Men Legends games back in the day? I played Ultimate Alliance 2 and 3, and I remember like watching my buddies play the X-Men Legends games back in the day, and I was like, okay, this is cool. But I was playing Devil May Cry at the time, so that combat to me didn't seem interesting, if that makes any sense. Okay, buddy. Alright, so I need health, right? You want to slap it and get that health back? Okay. Dude, what's your problem? Hit you with that stick. Get down. Gamma pulls him. Let him stagger. That broken shield above their head when you counter, that's when basically they're going to react. You know, they're going to react to your heavy hits. Alright, let's push on to the next one. I love Black Widow. The way she plays is awesome. It makes me feel like Bucky might be like one of my mains later on whenever he releases, if that's a thing, or whatever. I could see Bucky having a shotgun, an assault rifle, you know, something else, whatever. Like, I could just so see that. It's so cool. Money swag. Who's Moonlight? You mean, Moon Knight? Yes, Diz9, yes. Iron Man is definitely kind of a sit-back type of
I'm in trouble here.
deal damage out, in and out kind of person. Hulk playing the limbo with this old dude. Hey, what's up? 2 of them?
I owe you one.
Excellent. Turbine destroyed.
Ooh, he got me right there a little bit. 3 damage. He did. Iceman. The ice slide. Nice. He got me good. Back off for a second. Need to pick you up. That's another move. I gotta back up, man. I'm gonna go down. That's another move. This move right here for Hulk. You can just totally miss and bypass guys and go over their head like a bad joke. Some of me is like, okay, if they're going to keep it that way, then you just need to time it from there, okay? And just make sure as a player that you, you know, you just time it correctly, your distance and stuff like that. Do they need to change it? I don't know. I mean, it's a sprint attack, you know? I don't know exactly if they need to change it, but it does suck whenever you're, like, trying to hit a guy right in front of you with that and you go over. So, understandable, understandable. Yeah, money. Yeah, you're good, man. Yeah, Moon Knight for sure. Yes, Roku. I liked Ultimate Alliance 3 a lot because of the roster, and 2 because of the roster. I was very surprised to see some of those characters just implemented in that game. It's very, very cool. Doctor Strange, Captain Marvel, Venom, Carnage, like, whoa, with all their little unique skills. Yeah, I
Keep
really
digging,
like
Jarvis.
those games.
We'll keep fighting.
Head for the location on your HUD.
Thanks, Samuel. Yeah, World War Hulk, man. Gotta be the gladiator, dude. Warrior status. Falcon, Winter Soldier. Falcon would be another character that I think would be awesome to have in this game. Just because he's not like a big known character to me personally. I mean, I know him and like, I know Falcon personally. No, I like know who he is and kind of know his backstory and stuff. But I just think that he is just as cool as a character as like anybody else, man. Because I mean, I watch the cartoon Avengers Assemble, you know, here and there, and I like him there. I like him in the MCU too. Like Captain America: Winter Soldier changed the game for superhero like. Well, I mean, okay, let's be real. Batman Begins changed the game for superhero movies. But Captain America Winter Soldier showed the audience that you can have a superhero inside a espionage, you know, spy type of movie, if that makes sense. Like a, you know, the genre is different, is what I'm trying to say. That's why I liked Winter Soldier.
Don't look now.
Moon Knight, they are making a Moon Knight Disney Plus show with Oscar Isaacs, so I feel like that'll be pretty interesting. Somebody was talking about it earlier, how they were saying that they should have got a real Jewish actor to play Moon Knight because Moon Knight was one of the first Jewish superheroes, or that, like, you know, that was outspoken about it. I thought that was pretty cool. Yeah, I don't know, I just thought that was interesting. Disney is trying to like get down with the whole ethnicity thing. I don't really want to talk about it, but I know it just comes up a lot. But yeah, people were saying that one dude, who is he? His name is like Remy something. He's an actor. He played in that Queen movie. Queen, Remy something. He is Mr. Roboto on that show. He's like an Egyptian, and they were saying like maybe he should play Moon Knight. And okay, that's cool. Like, you know what I mean? I'm about it. I'm looking forward to Blade, if anything, man.
The Avengers.
Like, I love the Wesley Snipes Blade. All
Every
three
day.
of them. Shit. But I'm looking
Not
forward.
sure how I feel
I'm
about
looking forward to Blade. Thanks, Harry. I'm glad you came too, man. The new skill trees or heroic abilities the devs tease. Roku, touch on that just a little bit more. Out of all the characters in the Marvel I've seen, Carnage is
An elite
Carnage
AIM
is the
team
Joker
close
of
by and
Marvel.
on alert. Updating your HUD. There is a chest with gear.
If only
close
they'd done
by.
Hulk right in the MCU. I heard that, man. Especially seeing what he does in the comics. Yo, walk through fire, dog. So I remember I was when I first saw that Hulk movie, I was like bragging about it, like, oh man, it was so cool, blah 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 blah. And I was like doing some photo shoot or something like that, whatever. And I was like talking to the photographers about the Hulk movie, and they were just like, yeah, that movie's cool or whatever, but the cinematography is just so perfect. It's too perfect. And I was like, wow, that's kind of why I liked it, because like every shot was like awesome looking or whatever. But I thought that was curious. I thought that was funny. Like, so many reasons why a person, you know, wouldn't like a movie, and it's because of the way the camera was. Just thought that was funny. Oh, this little Super Saiyan Gamma fucking radiation shit is so cool. Yeah, Blade is underrated for sure. Buddy, the Avengers Assemble cartoon rules! And Captain America the Winter Soldier is a fantastic movie. Oh my god, so lit. I know, right? I liked Earth Mightiest Heroes as well, that cartoon.
Every member of the elite team must be defeated.
Like, some of the animation in those cartoons, you're like, hell yeah, man, it's like anime. Speaking of anime, they have like this Marvel show. It's called like Future Avengers. And it's basically kind of like Kamala's story. It's like these two kids that got caught up in some type of bad experimentation. And it's an anime. It's done in like anime style when Marvel did anime back in like 2014 or whatever. And it's cool. Like, it really is. If you have Disney Plus, go check it out. It's called like Future Fight Avengers, something like that, and it has Captain America as an anime character up close. It is so, like, it's a little kiddish and a little cheesy or whatever, but it's a solid show. Like, the main characters are the two kids that get experimented on, and they have like ice powers or wind powers or whatever, but you see a lot of the Avengers. There's also a good Black Widow and Punisher anime movie that's out. Shows you a little bit on the inside of like Black Widow's character, especially if you want to go see that new Black Widow movie. Looks freaking awesome. That music to that trailer just gets me like, oh my god, it just gives me the goosebumps, you know what I mean? Oh, come on. The sneak peek of Maestro Alexander. There's a few things, just because of some of the information I have is like a little, like, I don't know how on the dot this information is, but I think it's cool, man. If they're doing future time traveling stuff, or, you know, just time traveling stuff in general, Maestro Hulk is one of those things where it's kind of like easy as a game. You got the Hulk and kind of his abilities already laid out. Maybe add some stuff to him or whatever. Make him a boss. Like, hell yeah. As long as the story's good, make a Hulk a boss. You could do that like the evil versions of the Avengers. Like, yeah. Plus, with all the little Easter eggs in there with like Black Panther's helmet and stuff. Very cool, man. Very cool. I like his voice too. Very ominous, very powerful sounding. Yo, this Adaptoid is roughhousing me. I don't like your style. Don't like your tone.
Nice work. I can do this.
Temeka Johnson, what is up? Temeka? Sorry if I said that wrong. Can't believe I have to wait till December for Kate. Oh, I know.
I need access to
I
multiple
actually
terminals.
thought it was
The
a
more,
bit,
the better.
it was earlier. I expected it to be a little bit of ways out, just a little bit further out than December 8th, but not too bad, 2
AIM will
weeks.
attempt to initiate a
Hopefully we still get
shutdown
cloning
protocol if
labs
they
in
gain
between
access
that
to the
time, so it'll
terminals.
kind of make the time go by faster. I hope so. I would love to do, man, I hope it's 6 hours. I know I mentioned that earlier, but I don't know if it'll be 6 hours. Maybe 6 hours because you can't figure it out or whatever. But I would love to stream that level. I would love to. And I hope we do get cloning labs
I'm
before,
inside the security system.
oh, that guy behind me, I didn't even see him.
Beginning infiltration. I'm inside AIM security system.
The lighting in this game is also very, very impressive. Easy. The weird thing about Hulk's jump, this is what I mean about Hulk's jump. There's flying enemies? Okay, hang tight. So like when you jump on a wall, you just face the camera that way and then press X and he'll jump that way. It's not like you press forward and jump a different way. You just gotta face the way and then jump. So it'd be like, I don't know. I feel like that's a little weird. I thought it was like Mega Man style, where you want to like jump onto the wall and then use your, use your analog to control them in the air or whatever. That's just not cool. This electricity stuff, man.
I'm inside AIM security system.
He's dodging me. He is putting moves on me.
I've breached AIM security network.
That looks awesome. I mean, it looks awesome. Harry, don't even get me started on how they took a huge crap on Hulk in Infinity War and Endgame. He kind of got turned into a joke in Ragnarok, but it was totally bearable and forgivable. But the Russos, I feel you. Russos did good stuff too. The Russos did real good stuff. And
No wonder it needs so much juice.
yeah, like
They
I've
need to
seen
be
a
trying
lot
to
of
tip
Hulk
the balance
fans
of
be like,
power
man,
back
they
in
just
their
like
Figures.
wasted the Hulk.
Well, let's take this
Wasted
place
him.
offline and start to tip it back.
Oh, okay, Roku, this is from earlier. Okay, so on one of the live streams a while ago, the devs said that they will be adding more stuff to the character trees and specials.
An elite AIM
They will
team
change
is
over
close
time.
by
He did
on
mention
alert.
that today.
Updating
He
your
mentioned a
HUD.
few things that sounded important to me, but I was a little bit busy with my family. I got, I got little children running around. What do you call them? Children. Oh, I was doing an Ultron joke, whatever. Very bad version. But yeah, he did hit on that, and I feel like that goes along with the gear level raising. Some skill trees either getting changed or added on to. So yes, I could see that. I could see that for sure. How they'll implement that, not really sure. When they'll implement that, I feel like it might be
Anyone else?
Nice
a little
work,
bit
everyone.
later. How much later? That's a good question. I feel like I don't really know how much later. It's one of those things. Nice. That was so awesome. It's one of those things where it's like, by the time certain other DLC comes out, how different will this game be from the vanilla version that it is right now? I think that would be so cool though. If they gave, a little extra, like another page. Let's see, you got specialty, mastery, and then the basic melee attack combos or whatever you like, upgrade skills. Like, what would another page be? I don't know. Or just like another branch of a tree with melee or, you know, on your specialty. Yeah, that would be interesting. Like, I would like if Hulk could make boxing gloves out of cars. That'd be sweet. That's just me, though. Like, when you do that in Indestructible Hulk, it's so awesome. And then when he did it in the Edward Norton films, I was like, oh my god. Oh my god, they did it. They did it!
Not bad.
Alright, last floor.
Every member of the elite team must be defeated.
Alright, let's do this big. Focus on one. Okay, but I gotta focus on all of them because I counted them all. I forgot.
One of their agents is
Oh, I missed that takedown.
excellent.
Might have been good for a heroic ward, but that's okay. We'll take it. Hey! I like they do the whole Agent Smith or the agents in the Matrix. Like, I feel like they like watched the Matrix a lot and was like, this is what we should do. Black Widow, like, basically Neo's when she has her bow staff,
The team are no longer a threat.
which is cool. And then the robots, like Agent Smith dodge when Neo's on the roof. You know? He's like, Trinity, help! All right. Good punching, boys. Good fighting.
The hive's offline. Is that the only one of those we'll find,
Juan
Jarvis?
Perez, I'm happy they made
Impossible to
Medusa's
say.
hair really cool. Marvel's
These
Avengers
resources
Assemble.
aren't
She
infinite,
looked
but
so
they are
good.
to
Just
niche.
wish they hadn't
Stay
made
alert.
Kamala so serious.
Something
She's
tells me
supposed
they're
to be
building
funny.
more.
Understood.
That you're talking like later seasons, right, Juan? Like, I don't really like the later seasons because the animation changed, and it looks like that new Spider-Man cartoon with the shorts. Like, I don't know. Like, it takes me a minute to get used to it. All right, DJ, awesome playing with you, brother. Thank you very much, man. Maybe I'll see you next time, or maybe I'll just see you like between some random night where I'm just playing by myself, man. And if you do, just you know what to do. All right, but I'm gonna roll out here. All right, awesome. Biohazard on your left. See y'all later. Okay. Very cool fighting with you guys. All right, let's just touch up some chat. I'll be chilling for like 5 more minutes, guys. Just to be like kind of hanging out, answering any questions or whatever. Oh, look. What I really love about Joss Whedon directing Avengers is that every main character had an important role that actually mattered in Endgame. Most of the characters were nerfed or not needed. Understood, Harry. Understood. Also, how do I get past power level 130? I keep doing hives and villain sectors and vault, but I only get 130 gear for Miss Marvel into getting in order. I want to max her out. Okay, Juan, so the gear that you acquire in levels will be 130, and then you use your resources to max out them to 140. So you should be sitting around 140 after that. And then what you'll want to do is max this out. What is this? Interesting. And then you'll max this out, and then this gives you the extra 10 to 150. Like, see how all my gear level's 132? It's only because oh, do I need a? Yeah. It's only because I leveled them up just to get the perks. Because I don't really know. I might want to switch it up, so I haven't really maxed it out all the way. And then I get basically the 10. So I'll be, if I took this away and went to 1, I'm at 135. And then when you max out your exotic, your major artifact, that is what gives you the 10 extra. So I hope that helps you. Okay, that's freaking cool. Although at least we have more stuff with our favorite heroes, so it's not stale over time. Yeah, I think that's what they were going for, Roku, or at least that's what they want to go for, is that like, okay, these dudes are going to be playing the same characters for, you know, an extended amount of time. Like, let's change them up on the back end. Like I said, Destiny, you know, I'm very impressed with what Destiny has done. You can throw hammers now, and you can, like, throw up shields and all this stuff. Like, it's way different than whenever I first played the first one. GG, Super Saiyan. Captain Marvel and Tony and Cap could have done everything. Like, if Hulk wasn't in the movie, it wouldn't matter in the movie because it wasn't vital to the plot. Yeah, that's very true. That's very true. He gets his ass whooped by Thanos early on. Early on. Hello from Texas. I used to be from Texas, punk face killer. Cool. North Texas. Yes, you were saying you have a good one, man. Future Imperfect. Everybody's hyped about it. I love seeing hype for that, man. In the later scene, she appears briefly in a serious witch is weird. That's not Kamala Khan. Also, yeah, the animation looks choppy. Yeah, exactly. I feel you, Juan. Corey Harbor, what is up? Are you go past level 239? 1014. 149. Past that level? Yeah, the highest level you can go is 150. Like I mean, all right, we'll just go this. We'll just go this. Who cares? I've been meaning to do this for a minute. Like, okay, so like I'm on 145. I'm going to run out of stuff, but it doesn't matter because I've been meaning to do this. Anyways, just because I need the trophy. We'll end it on a positive note. We'll see, Corey. I'm seeing if I could get 150 right here, right now. Texas. What kind of season is Texas? All of them. All of them together. 149. Stuck on 149. Let's see. I'm on 148. Come on, baby. Roll the dice good for me. Like, I really wanted to like Destiny 2. Like, I always have this small feeling of getting back into it. Hey, Corey. Nice. I see what you're saying. Okay. Ah, this is why. This is why I can't get past 149. Because I only have a minor artifact that only levels up to 140. Here, we'll just go, we'll just, you know, mess around or whatever. Level this up all the way to 140, and that should cap it out at 150. And if not, then I have no idea. Bam, 150. Excellent. Hey, on the mountaintop. Good stuff. So yeah, Corey, maybe check your minor artifacts. You know, maybe you don't have a minor artifact that can level all the way up to 140, so. I'm also really hyped for Kate. They made her look fun to use, but that Future Imperfect tease was just so good. Great stream. Thanks for the info. You got a new sub. Thanks, Punk Face Killer. Yeah, like I said, next time I stream, hopefully I'll have like notifications or that kind of the bells and whistles of a stream as like you see other people. Sometimes for me, I'm like, I kind of don't feel like all that stuff needs to be there or whatever, but you know, I like to have it. I feel like it's cool. It definitely, you know, able to shout out the viewers and stuff like that, you know. So I'm going to try to, you know, square up on that kind of stuff. So most definitely. Texas weather bipolar. I visited a few months ago. I was sunny 1 minute, came down in pouring rain like 10 minutes. And then it was sunny again. Exactly. Corey Harbor, how do you do that? Okay, brother. So I would do war zones, because war zones, they give you ISO 8 fragments no matter what, like for your mission Avengers Assemble all day. You got it, Roku. You got it. So I like to do this one personally, Corey. Where is it? Drop zone, not a war zone. My fault. You want to do drop zones. You see it says guaranteed, guaranteed rewards, random ISO 8 shard. So random meaning you'll get, green, blue, or purple. You want the purple, though, because that's what levels up 10 times. That's what will get you the 140 ISO shard. But then you want to keep on, grinding these drop zones for ISO shards because you want the ISO shard that gives you the correct stats that you want. So, for example, nope. So, for example, I don't really want this ISO on me just because it doesn't give me what I want. I might use it and switch over. Don't be afraid, guys, to do a war zone and then right before you open a box, switch out your artifacts. You know what I mean? Don't be afraid to do that. So you get comics and you get all those little extra things that you do. But I don't want this stone because the 47 and 49 intensity and proficiency aren't really my game right now. I'm not really on that game. I'm on the punchy game. So I got might out the wazoo on both my, and that's where I'm getting most of my damage from, is because I have might. And then I have a lot of heroics going on, charge heroics and stuff. But if this ISO was a purple one and I could level it all the way up to 140, then I would definitely be hitting that 150 mark all the time. And so basically, if I wanted a set time aside to grind, I would grind drop zones and I would try to, hopefully that RNG hits me a similar one like this, maybe another purple with 3 might abilities. That would be golden for Hulk, for my Hulk, in general or whatever. So that's what I might be doing. But I told myself that I would stream with Hulk because I show a lot of him during my videos, so I kind of wanted to switch it up. So I was going to stream with Hulk. I was going to kind of cap him out here and just kind of do the 150 thing. I feel like that's cool that I did that. And yeah, and I feel like this might be wrapping up my Hulk for now, but I feel like I might be moving on to Iron Man soon. So yeah, me and Mr. Stark are going to get real familiar here pretty soon. Dion Logan, are you getting the PS5? Yes, I want to. It's just the time. Time and finances is all. Catch you on the next stream. Roku, thanks for coming, man. Very cool of you guys. Very cool. Thanks for the support and subscribers. Yes, thank you very much. It would be amazing to see in E-Day or A-Day, maybe you were talking about, the Avengers go toe-to-toe with the Thunderbirds one day to expose them for the criminals. You have a crap ton of fragments. Yes, I do. The Thunderbirds. I'm going to have to look those up real quick. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I wanted to really get into the Inhumans, the people on the moon. And I try to watch that show that they have. And, I don't know, I just didn't really like it. But I really wanted to get into it. I thought it was an interesting concept. You got these, like major humans living on the moon. I don't know, I just thought it was cool. And that's why, I want to dive into them a little bit more whenever all this Inhuman stuff comes out. All right, Harry, thanks for joining. Corey, 149, I'm doing that with my Iron Man. I feel you. Yeah, man. Corey, maybe next time you can shoot me some Iron Man tips. Okay, the Thunderbolts. Yeah, I got you, Roku, for sure. Yeah. All right, guys, that's going to end it there. Seriously, guys, thanks for joining in. I really did not expect it to be a turnout like it was. And, man, I just love talking. I really, really love talking comics and heroes and stuff. Marvel, DC, it doesn't really matter. I grew up on this stuff heavily. That's why I pretty much decided to, get into this game a lot deeper on YouTube than any other game besides Darksiders. But yeah, guys, thanks for joining, man. It's so very cool. Out of 10, all right, this is the last one, Emmanuel. Out of 10, what would I give the game? Yeah, Roku, I see you, dog. I would give it, if I were to be real with myself, like a 6.5. You know, a 7. Just because, like, I understand that if you're an outside player and you want to feel like these characters, you're not going to exactly get that type of feeling. Unlike, like you would get that feeling if you play the Spider-Man game. You're not really going to feel like that. Although the game does a lot of good things, and the combat obviously is one of the highlights. The characters and the IP is obviously one of the highlights. In the state that it is now, I would give it a 6 just because it's one of those 6 to 7. It's one of those things where you play it, you max out, and that's depending on how much you play, man. If you're playing like 16 hours a day, like of course this game's going to get a little, get a little rough for you or whatnot. But yeah, I think it's definitely worth right now, guys. Right now, it is freaking $30 online on PSN and probably at Target and stuff. The Black Sale is going. It is only $30. I mean, I spent 80 on this bad boy, and I'm like, yep, I'm good, man. I'm cool. I'm good with it. $30. This game is a hit out of the park. Free DLC. You don't have to buy any of the skins. I mean, just this game will last. And hopefully it does. I hope it does. I hope Kate hits like she's supposed to. I did find out that there's a lot of less like negativity about it since Kate's release. Future Imperfect, I know that is so hype. But I want to focus on Cloning Labs mostly, and Kate mostly. I need to brush up my knowledge on Future Imperfect. That's why I say those things too. I'm just like, okay. I know a little bit about certain things, but I want to brush up on my knowledge so I could talk about a lot more with you guys. But anyways, that's going to be it for this one. I'm calling on that. I'm Machine Gun Mike. Thanks for joining this one. Hope to see you in the next one. I'm out of here. Y'all have a good night. Good weekend.